Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day to you, depending where you are in the world. Here we are live in London. It's approaching 7 p.m. on a Friday evening. Sabbath will be starting fairly soon. And I'm doing this now because I'm extremely tired and I know I'll be falling asleep a little bit later. So it's better I do this now. And you receive it, and we can welcome in the Sabbath. The devotional is called To Be Like Jesus. The title for the devotion today, Take Time for Prayer and the Word. Mark 4:18-19. These are the ones sown among thorns. They are the ones who hear the word, and the cares of this world, the deceitfulness of riches, and the desires for other things entering in choke the word, and it becomes unfruitful. Christ specified the things that are dangerous to the soul. As recorded by Mark, he mentions the cares of this world, the deceitfulness of riches, and the lusts of other things. Luke specifies the cares, riches, pleasures of this life. These are what choke the word, the growing spiritual seed. The soul ceases to draw nourishment from the Christ, and spirituality dies out of the heart. The cares of this world. No class is free from the temptation to worldly care. To the poor, toil and deprivation and the fear of want bring perplexities and burdens. To the rich come fear of loss and a multitude of anxious cares. Many of Christ's followers forget the lesson he has bidden us learn from the flowers of the field. They do not trust to his constant care. Christ cannot carry their burden because they do not cast it upon him. Many who might be fruitful in God's service become bent on acquiring wealth. Their whole energy is absorbed in business, enterprises, and they feel obliged to neglect things of a spiritual nature. Thus, they separate themselves from God. We are to labor that we may impart to those in need. Christians must work. They must engage in business. They can do this without committing sin. But many become so absorbed in business that they have no time for prayer, no time for the study of the Bible, no time to seek and serve our Father in heaven. At times, the longings of the soul go out for holiness and heaven, but there is no time to turn aside from the din of this world to listen to the majestic and authoritative utterances of the Spirit of God. The things of eternity are made subordinate, the things of the world supreme. It's impossible for the seed of the word to bring forth fruit, for the life of the soul is given to nourish the thorns of worldliness. Many who are working with a very different purpose fall into like error. They're working for others' good. Their duties are pressing, their responsibilities are many, and they allow their labor to crowd out devotion. They walk apart from Christ. Their life is not pervaded by his grace, and the characteristics of self are revealed. I found this quite self-explanatory. it's about, as it said, take time for prayer and the word. You need to give time to pray, to read the word, to meditate on that word. I don't have a lot of time at home when I wake up in the morning. I do read. I always read one chapter and I pray. It's not enough. But then when I drive to work, I listen to more. I try and listen to at least a few more chapters or some other devotions. And that makes me feel better that I am hearing more of the word. It's not study, but it's better than listening to the radio or music. The more we focus on the world and the things of this world, the less we're focusing on our heavenly things. And the Bible, the word, which does help us and give us life in this world. Many who are working with a very different purpose fall into error. They're working for others' good. We're working for other people. It's better. It is good we have our own business and we're doing our own thing, but you'd be working even more harder. Their duties are pressing responsibilities, and many they allow their labor to crowd out devotion. We don't have time. And the more this world, the worse this world gets, the less time we will have, the less money we will have. And we'll be working doubly hard just to pay the same bills. And we will end up walking apart from Christ. The time will come where none of us will be able to have jobs because everything will work against us. And you either stand for God or you submit to this world. What can I say? Jesus is coming. Yeshua, Yasa, he is coming. But this world has got to get very, very dark before that happens. The Bible says, as it was in the time of Noah, it's going to be a whole lot worse than that. People talk about Sodom and Gomorrah. That's going to be child's play compared to what we're going to have to go through. We need to be strong, but not our strength, his strength. Enjoy Sabbath when it comes. God bless you.